Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Ole Miss versus Alabama college football matchup on Saturday, November 12th, 2022. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year, College Football Saturday. And here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab. And if you're spending more than $25, use that discount code PICK, P-I-C-K. You'll get 15% off your entire purchase. But let's get to this one. Ole Miss taking on Alabama. Alabama licking their wounds after losing at Baton Rouge last week, taking against LSU in overtime. The Tide rallied back to tie the game up, get it to overtime, and then scored first in overtime, but allowed a 2-point conversion to LSU in the corner, in the front corner of the end zone, and that was that. When we look at Alabama and, just from a very high level here as a college football fan, very, very hard to stay on top for as long as the Tide have. Players come and players go. This days in college football, it is a revolving door. You have your starters turning pro. You have your backups hitting the transfer portal. And especially when they're as highly recruited and highly rated and as talented as the Alabama backups are. Eventually your depth gets depleted. And that's what we've seen here for the Crimson Tide. And for them, while the frontline talent is outstanding as ever for Alabama, it's the depth that has caught up with them here. And what we see is that they get frustrated. They start getting into some really embarrassing, cheap shot looking, if not intentional, penalties. And it has really set the Tide back and really put an ugly look on this very, very proud and very strong, awesome program. And that is just a massive part of the game we love of college football. The Tide offense, led by the Heisman winner, Bryce Young, probably not going to repeat as the Heisman winner. 17th best in yards gained, 6th best in scoring, 41.8 points per game. Tough to complain about that. The Tide defense allowing 18.3 points per game. But in the two games that we've seen them, where they really needed it most, they did not get it done against Tennessee. And then last week, trying to get that stop against LSU in overtime, could not do it as the quarterback ran it all the way in from the 25-yard line on them. You never see that happen to a Saban team. Meanwhile, Ole Miss, the offense, running team this year after last year being a passing team with Corral as quarterback. And then defensively, not very good at stopping the run, not very good at stopping the pass. We could look at the trends here where the Tide are great at bouncing back from, games they didn't cover the spread, but they're just 1-4 against the number in their last 5 on the road. And Ole Miss just 1-4-1 against the number in their last 6 games overall. And Alabama just 3-7 against the number in their last 10 at Ole Miss. But I really don't think any of that stuff matters at this point. I think Alabama's going to come here dialed in and focused. I think it's going to be a rough week of practice. I think that Alabama knows that they don't have the depth, and they're going to come out laying the lumber. I think Ole Miss's offense this year is a little too one-dimensional to really take advantage of the lack of depth that Alabama has. And I think Alabama's frontline talent just way better. I'm going to take Alabama in this one, lay the bundle of points on the road, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.